floor. I'm doing it.
More on the beat.
Because I am here with Mr. Carl Abu Kalia. Welcome to the program.
Thank you, moderator, for welcoming me once again today. And I say welcome you, viewer.
Thank you very much, Mr. Carl Abu. So, Ipob general strike across Biafra land on 14th of September 2018. How did you see the compliance?
Well, the compliance is massive, and it is more than 95% compliance, because it is very, very clear that the indigenous people of Biafra are seeking to exit Nigeria in peace. And the people of Biafra have said that enough is enough, that power belongs to the people, because the legal maxim that says Vox Populi, Vox Dei can be ascribed to the indigenous people of Biafra, because they have now spoken in loud voice, not for the first time, not for the second time, not for the third time, when we have decided to sit at home in compliance to the civil disobedience order as directed by the indigenous people of Biafra. So the outcome of the sit at home on the 14th of September 2018 was a huge success, and the kudos to the indigenous people of Biafra who are on the ground in Biafra land to defend our destiny, which is Biafra restoration. So what happened on the 14th of September 2018 is a testament to the fact that the indigenous people of Biafra in generality, even those who opposed the Biafra restoration, also complied to the sit-at-home general strike order declared by the indigenous people of Biafra. If you were there, you see that banks, schools, all public offices, all governmental administrative offices were completely shut down by the indigenous people of Biafra in respect to the order given by the indigenous people of Biafra. The indigenous people of Biafra did not compel anyone to sit at home. Rather, the indigenous people of Biafra, having appealed to the conscience and reasoning of our people to understand the effect and importance of this general strike, which is to be used to tell the saboteurs and also to juxtapose the effects and the negative impact of the actions or inactions of the saboteurs among us, who has been trying to make sure that they sell the collective aspirations of our people for pittance. So on that day, hospitals, all commercial activities were shut down. Every businesses, both government and the private, civil service, transportation companies, industries, every social activity that connects to economy of the environment were all shut down. So it was a very huge success, even despite the fact that the moderate Islamic Fulani Army of Nigeria declared that they are going to crush the indigenous people of Biafra for sitting at their homes. And when they were making such statement by the police, I thought that they would be going to the houses one after the other to force people out of their homes. But unfortunately, the will of the people prevailed on the 14th of September 2018, and it was a very huge success. And the international community, the United Nations, are very much aware of the events of 14th of September 2018, because it is very, very significant. Because on that same day, the indigenous people of Biafra sat at home and told the world that we have rejected Nigeria, that we do not want any other thing that connects us with Nigeria. Rather than what we need at this moment is for a referendum to be conducted on the territory of the indigenous people of Biafra to determine the fate of the people. Because the people of Biafra, we are not violent people. The people of Biafra, we abhor killing. The people of Biafra, we revere the sanctity of human life. Whereas the people that we were unfortunately amalgamated together with, they do not share the same value system with us.
So Mr. Kalagu, you make an interesting comment here. So what do you think? You talk about the security threat. So what do you think that the indigenous people of Biafra heed to the order, and the general strike order declared by the indigenous people of Biafra, without minding the security threat, that is the security threat from Nigerian government?
That is to tell you that you can never suppress an ideology with bullets and bombs.
Yes.
The indigenous people of Biafra defied every security threat by the Islamic murderous army of Nigeria and the police, and they sat at home. That is to tell you that the people of Biafra are determined, that the people of Biafra are ready to give in anything. Remember that the people of Biafra lost more than 6 million people during the 67 to 70. Although the British and the Nigeria, they collaborated to bring the numbers to 1 million, but the correct number of people that died is more than 6 million. So at this 2018, the indigenous people of Biafra have decided in a very strong determination to be free from the Islamic Republic of Nigeria. And that is the reason why you see the indigenous people of Biafra in totality defied the threat from the army.
Okay, thank you very much, Mr. Kalab. Of course, the indigenous people of Biafra defied the threat from the Nigerian security agents. They were threatening to kill and to destroy. But our people proved that the ideology of Biafra is beyond what Nigerians think. Yes, of course. So, as it is, the exercise, the sit-at-home exercise, and the massive compliance. So, how did you see it in the face of Nigeria?
Well, it is a total defeat. That is to tell you that Nigeria, as Nigeria ceased to exist for a very long time, at this point in time, the indigenous people of Biafra have shown the world that they are now out to restore our nation.
Thank you.
That is, I will also want people to understand that on that same day, simultaneously, the leadership of the indigenous people of Biafra were at the United Nations in Geneva, Switzerland, whereby the indigenous people of Biafra presented the petition for Biafra. So it is a very huge success for the restoration of Biafra. That is to tell you that the hope for the restoration of Biafra has arrived at its climax, of which every citizen, every indigenous person of Biafra must rally around the leadership of the indigenous people of Biafra in order to achieve this restoration, which will save the lives of our people and restore our dignity and restore our prestige before the international community.
I think the people of Biafra are sending a strong message to the international community. What do you think?
What I think is that this is a time whereby we have to look at it from every angle.
Yes.
You know, the sit-at-home was a general strike to object the invasion of our land by the so-called Operation Python Dance.
Yes.
The event of 14th of September was also to remember those, our brothers, our innocent and unarmed brothers and sisters, mothers, children, and even animals that were massacred on the 14th of September 2017 at Afara Ukuibeku, at the home of the leader of the indigenous people of Biafra. And also the same day was also used to galvanize and make our people to understand the effects of these saboteurs. Who are these saboteurs? The saboteurs in our land are those people who do not seek for the interests of the people. The saboteurs in our land are those people who go to Abuja, to the Islamic Caliphate, to mortgage the aspiration of our people. The saboteurs are those governors, those senators, those House of Representatives, all the politicians in our land, excluding Enyinaya Baribe, who have been using the collective aspiration of our people to go and exchange for their personal wealth. Those are the saboteurs. People like Ojos Okalo, people like Obiano, people like all these criminals. They are the people that we remember their activities, how their activities negatively affected the collective interests of our people. You could remember that before the invasion of the home of the leader of indigenous people of Biafra, if these saboteurs were not saboteurs, if they were people working for the interests of the people, Biafra would have been free.
Yes,
because the day that the leader of the indigenous people of Biafra met with the southeastern governors in Biafra land, that is the day that Biafra should have come.
Yes.
They would have agreed with Nnamdi Kanu that the people want to be free. Let them conduct a referendum.
Yes,
these politicians, as our representatives, what they should have done is to take the need of the people and present it to the Islamic government and tell them that these people, they want referendum and there is nothing you can do about it, because referendum is a natural right.
Yes.
Referendum is a legal right. Referendum is a democratic principle that must be applied if really Nigeria is a democratic system. So these are the saboteurs. You remember that it is the same sabotage that led to the destruction of Biafra in 1967. So when you take all these things, you just oppose it to the will of the people. So that is what happened.
Thank you very much, Mr. Kalagu. Now, the people of Biafra obeyed the order coming from the indigenous people of Biafra. Nigerian government made every effort to what? The order.
Yes.
To stop the indigenous
even Owazurike, as
yes.
Owazurike is working for the Islamic Republic of Nigeria with his BIM, Biafra Independent Movement, they went out. He ordered his boys to go out and they walk on the streets to prove that the people are not obeying the order. But you can see that the majority of our people overwhelmingly accept the principles being administered by the indigenous people of Biafra, Ipob, as a movement for the restoration.
Now, based on this fact, Nigerian government made every effort using their security agents, trying to stop the indigenous people of Biafra from listening to Ipob.
Yes.
Ipob leadership.
They've been using the media.
So do you think that Nigeria has lost relevance in Biafra land?
Of course, Nigeria has lost the capacity to administer the territory of Biafra. If you see now, you see that the governors, the politicians, they do not have control over the people of the land.
Yes.
So that is to say that what the governors are doing, they are like an occupational force. They are not a government representing the collective interests of the people. So there is an occupation in our land, and the international community can see to that.
Okay, thank you very much, Mr. Kalagu. So, looking at the whole thing, the indigenous people of Biafra, actually, they are demanding a referendum.
Yes.
So, do you think that referendum is only solution?
Of course, there is nothing else other than referendum. It is referendum that will decide the fate of the people of Biafra. It is referendum for Biafra people that will decide the level of development that Africa will witness in the next 50 years. It is the referendum of Biafra that will determine the peace that will be enjoyed in West Africa for the next 50 years. So the referendum for the people of Biafra is completely unavoidable.
Thank you very much. Of course, a referendum is a peaceful exercise. What is happening in Nigeria right now is unacceptable. Of course, it's unacceptable. So
it's an occupation.
Yes.
A Fulani occupation.
Yes,
is what you see
yes,
in
of course.
Nigeria.
They are willing to for the British, because British, before they created Nigeria in 1914, they have their own objective, and that objective, to achieve it, they must have a willing tool, and the willing tool is Fulani. That's Hausa Fulani. So they are, the British are using them to hold down the people of Biafra. And what we're saying right now is, let there be a referendum so that the people of Biafra will decide their future. Yes, so that is it. For obeying the order,
Yes.
without minding security threat coming from the governors of the eastern region
Yes.
of Nigeria and the federal government of Nigeria, because they did everything, try to make sure that Biafrans did not obey the order. But finally, there were massive compliance.
Yes.
So, in the face of the international community, what do you think?
Well, what I think,
Or what is the message the Biafrans are sending to the international
the
community?
message is very, very simple. That one, the indigenous people of Biafra are determined to take back the sovereignty that belongs to the people.
Thank you very
Secondly, it is a direct appeal
Yeah.
to the international community that the people of Biafra have only one central command and the only one leader whom we listen to, which is Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, the leader of the indigenous people of Biafra. Because this order for general strike sit at home was ordered by the leadership of the indigenous people of Biafra. That is to tell the international community that even the politicians, the Nigerian government officials in Nigeria, they do not have control of the people of Biafra. So the people of Biafra know their leader, and their leader is Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, whom they take order from.
Yes.
And it is now a responsibility on the international community to ask the whereabouts of the leader of the indigenous people of Biafra, whose home was invaded on the 14th of September 2017. So this is the message that the people of Biafra has passed to the international community to look into it and stop the occupation, and stop the enslavement, and stop the forced union that has been imposed on a people that has rejected the forced union. The people of Biafra has spoken in a clear language that their leader is Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, the leader of the indigenous people of Biafra. So the governors, the politicians in Biafra land are exercising an occupational force right on our people, which is illegal.
And again, there was something very interesting on that sit at home order, that is 14th of September.
Yes.
Even the government officials in Biafra land,
Yes.
the governors, everybody sat at home.
Yes.
That is to say that Nnamdi Kanu is the leader of Biafra.
Yes. Nnamdi Kanu is the
So
leader.
I think it's the opportunity for the international
Yes.
community and the international organizations, the Human Rights Watch, to ask whereabout the leader of the indigenous people of Biafra, Nnamdi Kanu.
Yes.
So the federal government of Nigeria should be asked
yes.
question
Yes.
about
And
Nnamdi
the
Kanu.
sanction.
Yes,
Yes.
about Nnamdi Kanu. And on that is the message we are passing to the international community, that the sit-at-home order that was massively obeyed by the indigenous people of Biafra and the entirety of Biafrans, that the message, the strong message we are passing to the international community is that the people of Biafra really want to get back their sovereignty, and also telling the international community to ask Nigerian government whereabout the leader of the indigenous people of Biafra, Nnamdi Kanu, the leader of Biafra. So this is the truth of the matter. The truth of the matter is here to film for the international community to see, for the whole world to see what happened on 14th of September 2018, order issued by the indigenous people of Biafra. Thank you very much for watching.
Referendum, make we vote Biafra referendum. Make we vote for our total freedom. Make we vote for everybody must go to school for Biafra land. Where you come from, it no matter. Your mother tongue, it no matter. Now sure banker say everybody must go to school for Biafra land. No more soldiers they patrol our streets anyhow. We go get our own community police where go they under our control. No more order come from above. No more person where you know here in language go abuse you for your fatherland. No more. Our God-given mineral resources. Now we go control them. We go use that money from our God-given resources. Build schools, build hospital, build roads, estate, factories, build airport, seaport, and develop our country. Whether you come from Egala, Idoma, Igede, Igbo, Ezon, Ibibio, Ikwere, Isekiri, Isoko, Akwa Ibom, Ahaba, Urobo, Anang, Efik, Calabar, all coastal and upland of Biafra land. Make we vote Biafra referendum now or never, because now your choice, now my choice, now our choice to total freedom or our choice to remain slave forever. Make we think now, make we act now, make we accept our freedom now. Biafra, now our only hope.
Long live the indigenous people of Biafra! Biafra! Long live Republic of Biafra! Long live the indigenous people of Biafra!
A referendum. Make we vote Biafra referendum. Make we vote for our total freedom. Make we vote for everybody must go to school for Biafra land. Where you come from, it no matter. Your mother tongue, it no matter. Now sure banker say everybody must go to school for Biafra land. No more soldiers they patrol our streets anyhow. We go get our own community police where go they under our control. No more order come from above. No more person where you know here in language go abuse you for your fatherland. No more. Our God-given mineral resources. Now we go control them. We go use that money from our God-given resources. Build schools, build hospital, build roads, estate, factories, build airport, seaport, and develop our country. Whether you come from Egala, Idoma, Igede, Igbo, Ezon, Ibibio, Ikwere, Isekiri, Isoko, Akwa Ibom, Ahaba, Urobo, Anang, Efik, Calabar, all coastal and upland of Biafra land. Make we vote Biafra referendum now or never, because now your choice, now my choice, now our choice to total freedom or our choice to remain slave forever. Make we think now, make we act now, make we accept our freedom now. Biafra, now our only hope.
Long live the indigenous people of Biafra!